Hi there, quick video to show you how to make changes to your photo header row. This is what's called a photo header row here, and typically you'll have a larger one on your home page that you can see is a bit taller than the internal page header rows and is normally set to slideshow, so it's got 3 or 4 images, and internally you just normally have one image that's static, and that's purely just your home page is meant to be your wow page. Your internal pages, you want these to load as quickly as possible, so sticking with one header image is optimal. So once you're on your home page, click on Front End Editor and wait for that to load up. You'll see the screen will refresh like here, and then once it's reloaded, you'll see that every element on the page has got a blue outline. Each element that's got the blue outline is editable. So in this instance, what you want to be editing here is the actual row itself, because the slideshow is the background of the row. And that's why here you have the text block. Some of our designs have a text block on top of the slideshow and others don't, but that just allows us to put content over the slideshow. So here we are. This is the row settings. When you hover over the row, and you hover over the little spanner top left corner, you'll see it says row settings in a little info caption. That's when you know you're in the right place. So click on the spanner, a pop-up box will appear and you'll see it says row settings, so you know you're in the right place. If it doesn't say row settings and instead says spacer, then you've clicked on the wrong box. You want to make sure you're on the row settings, because we also might have a spacer here on your row and you don't want to be editing that. So in this instance, you've got row settings, the correct pop-up box has appeared, you're scrolling down and you can see background about halfway down the box. So you can see it's set to slideshow. A little bit further, you can see it says background slideshow, photos, 4 photos currently are in that slideshow, and then you have an edit gallery link. That's where you want to click on that link, and in actual fact, if you have already added your own photos, you will see those photos that are in the slideshow appear here. But because these have been pulled in sort of dynamically from another location, they're not physically showing here. But in this instance, here are other images that are in my media library on this site that I can select for the new slideshow. So what I want to show you here is if you select a picture that you want to add, you'll see a little tick will appear, and turn to the right hand side of the screen and you'll see attachment details, and it'll show you a few infos, a bit of info about this photo that I've selected. Now, all your photos in your media library can be used numerous times throughout your site. The one image that you upload can be used on every single page should you see fit. That same image can be used in multiple places. You're basically telling the design what photo you want to show in that location. So when it comes to header photos, what you want to ensure is that it's wide enough and good quality enough for the purpose of the slideshow. So the header row is very wide. It's a full width normally of your screen. So if someone's looking at it on a 25-inch screen, you can see why you need to have a quality image, otherwise it's going to be all grainy. So a good quality image generally is anything over 1600 pixels wide. You can see this is a bit short, it's a bit wide, it's not as good as I'd like. It's 1200 wide, but it will stretch to fill the gap, and as long as it's an okay quality image, it won't be too bad. You can see it's 175 kilobytes, which means it's quite a rich image and should be fine. So I'm going to select that one, and then I'm going to select this one as well. Again, this one is only 73 kilobytes, so that's probably not going to look the best, but we'll give it a go. And then let's pick this image. You can see this one's quite large. It's 367 kilobytes and yet only 1280 pixels wide. And that means that it's going to be quite a dense, rich image and will look absolutely fine, even though it's only 1280 wide. So once you've selected the images, click Add Gallery, then click the blue Update Gallery button here, bottom right, and then click Save. And you'll see the 3 images will then appear in my new image slider. So once you've finished making those changes, click Done, click Publish, and those are instantly going to be live on the site. Now I've got a massive 29-inch screen. This is my Mac, and it's quite a big screen. So you can see that even at that width, these images are absolutely fine, even though they're only 1280 or 1200 pixels wide. So that shows you just have to play around with it to see. You need to have a good relationship between the size of the site, size of the image, and the size, the physical weight of the photo. So how many kilobytes it is. And anything over 350 kilobytes is too big. So you might need to resize manually if when you upload it, it hasn't crunched it down small enough. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions and we'll happily let you know how to do it. Take care. Bye.